92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Every guy has their go-to move when they're out at a party or a club and they see a girl that they like and they want to get their attention and get their number. My go-to move, you stand there seductively from across the room, make eye contact, slowly bite your bottom lip, stare him down like that a little bit, and slowly pour a drink over your head.
Ooh, I like it, Jubal.
Showing you how hot they are because I'm cooling myself off, babe, because you just too damn sexy.
I hope it's a real sugary drink, too.
Like a pina colada.
Yeah. Joseph met the girl that he wants us to call today at a party. Joseph, was your move to get her number anything like mine or just pretty basic?
No, that's a good one. Mine was just to try to talk to her, just sit down and start talking to her.
That's pretty
I
novel,
don't really have a
Joseph.
move.
Yeah, you might want to step your game up a little bit. Work on that bottom lip bite.
What struck you about her when you saw her?
I really like the way she looks. She's petite. She's got dark skin, dark hair, and she was drinking whiskey.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of a turn on when you see a girl who drinks whiskey. I don't know what it is. Just like, it's like, oh, you're kind of manly, and I like that about you.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I can see a little chest hair, and it's turning me on.
Oh, if you had a 5 o'clock shadow. It really is, though.
God, your voice is so deep.
There's something sexy about a girl who likes whiskey. I don't know what it is. So how'd the conversation go? Did it seem like she was into you?
Yeah, I mean, we left together, so I think she was into me.
Oh,
all right.
That's one of those type of second date
It's
updates.
usually a
I
good.
see.
It's usually a good hint when a girl will leave somewhere and go home with you that she's into you. So that's
Yeah.
Was that your idea or her idea?
Well, it was my idea to leave the party, but before that, she had wanted to go into a more private room in the house.
Ah.
Oh.
Wow, like that.
Like, this girl's
Nice.
a go-get-em, and I like her.
Yeah.
I mean, I would even go on a date with this chick.
she's drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, screw all the pleasantries of talking or whatever. Take me in that broom closet right now.
She knows what she wants.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, one second we were talking, and the next second we were just making out in the other room.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, enough fantasizing.
So anyway, we took a cab to my place, and when we were in the cab, I realized, like, while we were in the cab driving to my place, that I didn't have any cash.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And the guy would, like, well, I'll only take cash. So she ended up having to pay for the cab.
That's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but it's embarrassing for a guy to be like, hey, come back with me to my place. And like, oh, can you also pay for our transportation?
But it sounds like this girl was in charge already. So, I mean, it's just par for the course at this point.
Maybe.
So what happened when you finally got back to your place? How'd things go?
We started fooling around again, but then she just, like, I don't know, like, she said she was really tired.
Oh, man.
And I was like, okay, well, you're welcome to crash here. You know, I mean, you can, I offered to make up the sofa bed, and she was like, no, I think I'm just going to go home. So then I called her another cab, and she ended up, I guess, she paid for 2 cabs.
Oh, God.
You cheap ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll call you a cab, but hey,
You
still no cash. That's the problem. How quickly after you guys got back there did she pull the whole, I'm tired and I want to go?
Pretty quickly.
Okay. Do you think that she was just upset that she had to pay for her own cab to your place?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would have been that much of a deal breaker. I don't know what happened. I mean,
Was there any awkward moments? Did you say anything weird?
no, everything was great. I'm like, that's why I like wanted to, email you guys, because I feel like there's still a chance. I just don't know why she hasn't gotten back to me.
See, we've crossed this bridge before where a guy is taking a girl home and then she left early. And it's usually because there's something strange in your apartment, maybe.
Yeah, she sees something.
Or like you live with your mom.
No, I don't live with my mom, so.
It's the way you're hesitating. It sounds like you have some weird stuff in your place.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I have a roommate, but you don't, he's not that weird, and you also don't see any of his stuff when you come in.
All right. Okay, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, okay?
Cool.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Joseph, you know what I think happened on your date? What went wrong?
What?
I think the girl that you went out with, well, I guess met at the party and then took back to your place, halfway through your makeout, remembered that she had a boyfriend.
no.
Doesn't that kind of sound right, though? Like,
I hate that memory.
well, if you're just joining us for the second date update, Joseph met Kimberly at a party. They were drunk a little bit. They got a cab back to his place. Mm-hmm. One thing you should note, he made her pay for the cab. But a little while into their makeout session, she kind of got weird and was like, I'm tired. I need to go home and get out of there. What I'm thinking is she was drunk, and then while you're making out, she was like, I shouldn't be doing this, and then left.
Oh, man.
Any chance she has a boyfriend, Joseph, that you might not know about?
I hope not.
Oh, come on. You've stalked her Facebook page.
Yeah, there's nothing on there.
Okay, see? See, exactly.
She wasn't trying to deny it.
I think she's just playing him.
Really?
Yeah, she's drinking whiskey. She's in charge, and she decided that he wasn't good enough for her. Sorry, Joseph.
Yeah, he's on the phone.
Yeah, all right, Joseph, you ready to call her?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Kimberly, please?
Speaking.
Hey, Kimberly, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5.
Hi.
What's going on?
I don't know if you have the right person.
I think I might.
Okay.
Did you recently meet a guy named Joseph at a party?
What's going on?
My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. I'm moving 92.5. Joseph is a friend of the show.
Okay.
He told us about how you guys met, said that he really liked spending time with you, and he's been trying to get a hold of you, but you haven't been calling him back.
Yeah,
So
I just would rather forget the night happened.
All right, so you want to forget about Joseph altogether. See, he wanted us to
Yeah.
ask you if there was a specific reason that you're not calling him back and that you didn't want to see him.
You know what? I was pretty tipsy at that party, and as the night progressed, I just things kind of got worse. So.
All right. You clearly don't have a problem talking about Joseph with us at all, do you?
No, I don't really care.
What did he do? Why don't you like Joseph?
Oh, I don't know why I didn't notice it at the party, but he's just not that smart.
We heard we were just making out at the party, so that's probably why.
Like I said, regrets.
He told us that he made you pay for the cab, too. How'd that make you feel?
Yeah, well, I was like, okay, dummy, really?
Wait, but you went back to his place, so you didn't realize how dumb he was, according to you, until you sobered up?
Like I said, I was pretty tipsy, and I regret some decisions that I made. And, what I saw made me just want to leave. So I got out of there pretty quickly.
Wait,
Did you
hold
say what you saw?
Yeah.
I knew it.
What did you see?
Well, he took his shirt off, and he has 3 different women's names tattooed on his body.
Oh,
Stop
God.
it.
No way.
Please don't tell me they're also in Old English.
They actually weren't even, it wasn't even good, artwork.
It's just like someone took some Indian ink and a needle and went to town writing girls' names on him.
Yeah, and I was like, I don't even want to know what that's about.
So you didn't ask him at all? Like, you didn't say, hey, is your mom's name tattooed on
No,
your
I
chest?
was like, hey, I'm tired. I'm going to get another tab and pay for it.
Oh, God.
Maybe those are family members, like Brooke said.
With an X through it?
Oh.
Oh, there was an X drawn through it?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, it could be a family member he doesn't talk to anymore. I'm trying to help you rationalize this.
You know what? It was a weird night for me, so
Yeah.
thanks for bringing it up.
You're welcome. Thanks for being honest with us. Aren't you curious to find out who those girls are?
I am.
No, I was willing to get out of there. I mean,
Well, I want to find out.
Yeah.
That's why I think we should ask Joseph. Hey, Joseph?
what?
Hey.
Kimberly Joseph is actually on the other line, has been listening to this whole
Oh,
conversation.
my God. Thanks for putting me on a radio show. What? Who does that?
Hi, Kimberly. Thanks for not calling me back or even responding.
He's such a hurt.
Whose names are on you, Joe?
Yeah, I'm actually curious, Joseph. What are those names all about?
They're my ex-girlfriends, but they're not on there anymore.
What?
They're crossed out.
You made that mistake 3 times?
Doesn't count.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird. I get it, but it's like, for me, I just want the reminder that that's over,
Okay. Wouldn't you like to maybe warn Kimberly before you took your shirt off that, hey, there's going to be something that surprises you here?
That's even worse to say.
I don't know.
Praying she can
Better
see
than
it.
just figuring it out on her own.
I mean, does everyone explain their tattoos the second they take off their shirt? It's personal, so it's not even... I've never seen that.
Oh, my God. Do you see what I was dealing with? It's really weird.
It's weird to you. I mean, it's not necessarily weird to everybody. I mean, you're basically showing yourself to be pretty stuck
everybody. I mean, like, I'm sure you don't
person.
like, take your shirt off and make out with everybody, you know?
Whatever, fine. Is this over?
Oh, wow.
Joseph, come on, you got to defend yourself a little bit, dude. I mean, she called you dumb. Do
Yeah, I know. I wasn't even going to mention that, but that's ridiculous because, I mean, we didn't... we were...
You
Whatever.
do this
I mean,
pause when you talk, like you're doing it now. I don't know what's going on. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just like, what's happening?
All right. Well,
Oh, gosh, Kimberly.
Joseph,
God, you're so brutal.
you found out why Kimberly wasn't calling you back.
Oh, Joseph.
Would you entertain the idea of getting just cover-up tattoos for those names on you, or you like having your ex-girlfriend's name?
I like my tattoos. I'm keeping them.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, the tattoos are important to me because they're like memories. I carry them on my body, like physically on my body. That
Right.
is personal to me.
I would just even recommend growing more chest hair or something.
I would recommend not being such a...
All right, then. Joseph, I would like to...
You know what? I didn't even ask. Kimberly, would you like to go out with Joseph again?
Come on, Jubal.
We will pay for it.
No, thank you.
I'll pay?
No, thank you.
All right.
he's
Brooke,
just-
would you like to go out with Joseph after what he just said to you?
Oh,
Tattoo
yeah.
parlor?
He's such an injured little puppy in a corner.
Joseph, no second date for you, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, big surprise.
You're such a douchebag, dude. Like,
Heated.
I was trying to defend you at some point.
Right, you call that defending me?
Joseph, I support you and your tattoos, man.
Whatever. Thanks, Jubal.
You're welcome. Joseph's about to make another tattoo appointment. Has Brooke and Jubal on his chest crossed out.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
When I met you.
I think a lot of us have gone out on a first date with low expectations, and before you know it, things happen, and you end up spending the night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
I know.
But not very often does it happen the opposite way, where your whole plan is to stay the night, but you decide, actually, you know what? I'm going to play the long game on this one.
Oh.
That's hard.
That's exactly what's happening with Jose and Alexis right now. But we're not here to talk about them today.
Listen, her gag, ew, gross. I'm the grossest thing
You
I've
know,
ever
though,
heard.
All right.
No, I'm
protest
nasty.
too much.
Yeah.
Protest too much.
You guys can pretend all you
No,
want.
no,
We know
I'm
what's really
leaving.
happening.
I am not pretending. Alexis is cute.
We're not here to talk about the situation happening between you two.
God, I
We're
said
here
no situation.
for one of our listeners, Sydney, who needs our help today. Welcome to the show, Sydney.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, man. Thank God you're on the phone. You need to cut the tension in this
I
room.
know.
Yeah, sounds steamy.
So
Yeah.
tell us about the guy that you went out with recently. What's his name?
His name is Kurt, and I met him on Tinder.
Okay.
Okay.
And, I mean, what struck him about you on Tinder?
On Tinder, he was just cute. Like, I was
Yeah.
originally into it for, like, a meaningless hookup.
Which is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
okay.
like 99%. You don't go to Tinder to like read
Yeah.
the bios.
Yeah, there's not
Yeah.
much that strikes you.
But
on
you,
Tinder.
but you still want to have like a good like chemistry on your like messages
Yeah,
together,
that's
or
true.
you know
That's true.
some liked shared interests.
I'll give you that. I'll
Okay.
give you that.
So how did things play out with you and Kurt?
Oh, my gosh. So it turned out he was pretty amazing. Like,
Nice.
I met him at this bar, and he was just so put together and had this beautiful smile.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, hello, Kurt.
I mean, I'm getting
Yes.
flustered.
Oh, is that all it takes? Just a little smile?
I know.
and
Put
You're
together.
like, wow, this guy really knows what he's
Oh
doing.
my God.
When you have your expectations so low,
Yeah.
it doesn't take much,
Yeah,
right?
that should be
Buttons are
Tinder's catchphrase.
Yeah.
Set the expectations so low that it doesn't take much.
Did you feel yourself like growing more nervous during the date because you're realizing this?
I wouldn't say nervous, but just shifting like away from wanting to hook up to like wanting to play like the long game, you know?
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, that's cool. That sucks
Okay.
for
You
him.
suddenly felt like this was going to be more than just a one-night thing. You wanted to actually maybe start a relationship.
Date this guy.
I mean, that seems pretty deep, but yeah, kind of. I was like,
Oh,
Wow.
okay. So how do you go about doing that?
The shift?
Yeah.
When did the shift happen?
How do you shift the
Jeff,
plan?
how do you not sleep with something
This
right
is,
away?
This is interesting to me.
Pivot. When was your pivot?
so, I mean, we hung out at the bar for a little bit, and then it was kind of early and it was a really hot day.
Okay. So you excuse yourself to the bathroom and you go put on some real underwear now because you feel like this could be a relationship situation. Get rid of the edible stuff.
Plus, it was a
Oh
hot
my
day. It was
God.
melting.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's getting sticky down here. I'll be right back.
I see where you're at, Sydney. Keep going.
Yeah, so anyway, it was super hot out, and he said that he had a pool at his house.
Oh, this guy gets
Wow.
better
I like
and
Kurt
better.
more. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I know. So I was like, this could be shady, but the fact is I've been hanging out with him for a while, and he's just so easy, and we just get along, So I was like, why not?
That's
Yeah.
good.
So wait,
All
was your
right.
plan then to skinny dip? Because I assume you didn't come with a swimsuit.
Well, I didn't want a skinny dip, but like I just went in my t-shirt and my undies. It was fine.
Oh, you tease.
Okay.
No,
How
I think it's a strong move.
No,
Yeah.
that's all you got. I mean, heck, might as well, right?
Yeah.
But it's also like, I didn't want to hook up with him. I'm just going to go get naked and wet
Yeah,
at his house.
exactly.
That's the long game, Brooke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sydney
All I
clearly
have-
is an expert in the art of seduction. So
Yeah.
did it work?
I mean, I think so. Like, first of all, let me just tell you, his house, holy moly.
Oh,
Baller,
really?
huh?
Oh, this guy's rich?
Oh, lucky.
Oh my God. Like, brand new, like, all the finishing touches, like a floaty staircase.
What?
Ooh, that's
Whoa.
cool.
Not only does he have a pool, but he's got a hot tub. So we did that.
Oh,
Come on. I can't even get a guy with a bed that has like not on the ground.
Alexis is trying to graduate from a futon.
Yeah.
So
Kinda hot.
there's hot tub action happening now.
Well, but not even like action. It was totally just like hanging out. I mean, super good chemistry though, but I didn't want to like mess it up by just cheapening it, So
Was-
like,
Girl, it is not cheapening it. I mean, he's inviting you at his house. You're in his hot tub. Like,
Yeah.
you're telling me nothing happened?
no, I will say we did kiss.
Where?
Nice.
Where?
What part of
Like
your
where
body?
on the body or where in the house?
I know. I'm like, well, kind of like after the hot tub, so it didn't get too steamy. Like it was almost more romantic.
Like, maybe get you a towel and then he pulled you in.
And
Yeah.
then what happened after the nice kiss?
He asked if I wanted to hang out a little more, but I thought maybe it's time to call it just to keep it super high point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep him wanting more.
Oh my gosh, if
Yeah.
I was him, I would be like, oh my god, like,
Right, because you have the kiss, you have the moment, you have your
Yeah.
heart racing.
oh, and I'd be thinking about you every day after that.
I don't know. If
until
I was
see
him,
you.
I'd feel like I just blew it. She just left.
I don't think so. She said it was a romantic kiss.
It depends on their vibe.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
Okay.
on paper, yeah, I could see
So
that.
what happened?
So when I left, he said that he was going to be out of town for about 2 weeks or
Okay.
so.
Whoa. Okay.
But then, like, he got back, and it's just been like, he texted me one time that he wanted to hang out, but now he keeps saying that he's, like, busy. So I'm like, oh, no, what happened? I mean, did he, like, meet somebody who was out of town or...
That's
Yeah.
my first thought.
I mean,
Yeah.
2 weeks is a long time to
That's
go between
long.
seeing someone in the dating world. Were you able to keep a conversation going with him while he was
Right.
away?
Yeah, we did text a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
How
that's
was
good.
it?
Good.
What was the vibe?
It was kind of flirty. It was nice.
Ooh.
Oh,
So,
good.
it makes it even weirder when he gets back, like, the texts aren't as flirty.
Okay.
From experience, I mean, I
Oof,
think anybody
the
could
momentum,
say,
yeah.
You go
Yeah.
a week without even talking to somebody or a lot. I mean, it definitely changes the momentum.
Well, maybe we can change it again.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, let's give this a shot. We're going to play a song. We'll come back. We're going to call Kurt for you, and we'll try and get you a second date. Okay, Sydney?
Sounds great. Thank you, guys.
This is a challenge that we've never had before on this morning show.
Okay.
That challenge is find the only catch on Tinder and then reel him in without any favors.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And the
Yikes.
reason that he's a catch is because Kurt not only has good hair and a nice smile, and he's put together. On top of all that, he owns a great house with a swimming pool, a floaty staircase, an expensive hot tub, and they even shared a passionate kiss during sunset as a pod of dolphins swam by and did a synchronized water dance to a BTS song.
Wow.
Wow, they're in the shape of a heart.
And after all that, Sydney still turned down the invitation to spend the night just to try to play the long game with this guy.
Wrong move.
I feel like Sydney's having regrets after hearing about the dolphins.
It
Apparently.
sounds like he literally was like, hey, I have millions of dollars if you'd like it. And she was like, no, I'm good.
Not today.
The reason why she might have some regrets is because it's been 2 weeks and now their conversation has cooled off a lot. So she's hoping that we can turn the heat back up with this second date. How you feeling right now, Sydney?
I'm nervous as heck. I really am.
Yeah.
We're calling like this perfect guy, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
interesting
know.
because you wanted to play the long I'm cool game, and now you have a radio station calling for you. So
You
the
don't seem very cool on the phone.
tides have kind of turned.
She's like, now I'm having a panic attack?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
thank
thing?
you for that.
I think we can do it, though. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, we're like rich, powerful people, too.
What?
No.
Speak for
Any
yourself.
of those words
No.
define us.
I just think we'll impress him.
No.
I mean, we better hurry up and just make this call before this
Yeah.
gets any worse than it already is.
Yeah, true.
Okay,
Plus,
so I'm-
we're broke. We might have to pay the phone bill.
Yeah.
Let's just check and make sure it works.
But I think if we've learned anything from Sydney, it's start with low expectations. So
Okay.
then it can
Yeah.
only go up from there.
Yep, that's good.
All right, so I'm
Okay.
gonna dial Kurt's phone number right now, and we're gonna try and get you your second date. You ready, Sydney?
Okay, I'm ready.
We'll try not to screw it up.
No promises, though. Here we go.
Hello,
Hey, is this Kurt?
it's Kurt.
Hey, Kurt. How you doing? My name's Jeff.
Why was that awkward?
Why was that
Hi.
awkward?
I don't
Just
know.
like, hey,
it was
hey.
awkward, though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for my awkwardness, Kurt.
Hi, Kurt.
Hi, what's going on?
This is a morning radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. And this is the morning radio show team that apparently doesn't like the job I'm doing.
You're not very good at small talk,
Yeah.
including just saying your name. It's
All
fine,
I said was,
Kurt.
hi, I'm Jeff.
I
What's
know,
up?
and
You
was
said it
bad.
wrong.
Hi,
Yeah.
Kurt. I'm a Jeff.
Kurt, we
Oh,
have a
God.
great reason for calling you, though.
Hey, wait, am I in the air right now?
Yeah. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, it's just weird.
Cool.
Yeah,
So,
cool.
Did I win something, or what happened?
Well, the reason that
guys are
we're
so
calling
weird.
you
I know both of you.
is because one of our listeners has been trying to get a hold of you, and she's been having a hard time lately. Her name's Sydney.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You remember Sydney?
Yeah, I do remember her. So she had you guys call me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was just so
Okay.
excited about your date. I mean,
And now you guys want to talk about the date?
Well,
Kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
sort of, because we know that a date happened 2 weeks ago over at your
Yeah.
house, and she had a lot of great things to say about you and your place, and she's a little bit confused why now 2 weeks later things have cooled off between you.
This is really awkward.
Is it Brooke again? Brooke.
It is Brooke.
Yeah, okay.
It is.
I apologize for
won't
her.
say cool again,
Everything
I promise.
is cool. We get it.
I mean, the thing is, Kurt, like, she really felt like there was a true connection between you two, and it was something that she wasn't expecting at all, and it really surprised her.
I agree. I did think there was potential, to be honest with you.
Okay, that's
okay.
good.
But I feel like I think I kind of screwed up a little bit.
Wait, you think you screwed up?
Why do you say that?
Okay, so it's like she really liked the pool.
Yeah.
People enjoy it when they come to visit. I get that, but
Uh-huh.
I kind of messed up. I was like, well, you're welcome to use it anytime. Like I made this comment, and then I went away for a couple weeks for business. And then I found out when I was away that she used the pool multiple times with her friends.
Wait, what?
Oh, no.
Wait a minute.
While you weren't there?
Yeah, she just kept over and over, kept coming over with her friends.
How,
wait, wait,
how
wait,
would
wait.
you know that?
Well, I have security, my
Cameras?
security footage. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like security guards. I'd be like, those are the worst security guards ever.
Yeah, my security dog.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, but you told her she could use it whenever?
No, wait, hold up. She didn't ask you?
No, she didn't mention it. And then, like, the motion sensor triggers. Like, I know people were in there. So I, multiple times I got an alert. People were in the backyard or whatever. And when I checked the footage, it was like,
yeah. There's apps now where you can
Yeah,
see what's going on.
Yeah, we have one that's the same, where you can see it from your phone.
honestly, my brother uses my pool all the time, so I kind of figured it was him. And then when I got back, I was curious to see, like, who had been using the pool. And then it was her over and over. Like, it was like the YMCA.
Okay.
That is crazy.
So you come home and you check your security cams and you see that it's actually Sydney and her friends using your pool. And that's why you've kind of cooled off towards her?
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like she took advantage.
Absolutely.
Did you warn her that you have security cameras outside your pool?
No.
We just had this conversation like not too long ago where you said if anybody comes over to your house, you need to warn them that you have cameras
If
out.
if you invite someone to your home, she was never invited. Like, that's the thing. Like, when you give an open invitation to somebody saying, oh, use the pool, you know, everyone knows that you ask before you do it.
Well,
you don't just show up. That's
it sounded
trespassing.
to me like he told her you can come over at any time, and I don't know if that's true. Maybe we should ask Sydney. Sydney, is that what he said?
Hi.
It's not. Look at
You're on the call, too.
Yeah, sorry. I should have let you know, Kurt, that Sydney's been on the other line listening this entire time. She wants to talk to you.
After all that, now you didn't let me know.
Yeah, well, I guess my co-hosts were right. I'm not very good at this job, so I apologize. But go ahead. Sydney?
Oh my gosh, I can barely even stand. I'm so horrified right now. I feel so bad. Maybe I was just so excited about like the time we had. I just kind of was like showing off your place to my friends. I don't know.
What?
But now I just feel like I messed up so bad, and that's not respectful on my part, and I'm so sorry. I feel really bad.
I mean, yeah, I appreciate that. I don't know. It's just a little weird.
Sydney, how did you even get into his pool? Like, did you have to scale a fence or something?
Yeah.
No, there's like a door that isn't kept.
One of those ones you just reach over and unlatch. Oh, my parents have that too. I'm like, why do you have a door then? Everybody can come in.
Sydney, what were you thinking?
What do you mean, what was she thinking, Brooke? Pool party!
Why wouldn't you ask him? Why wouldn't you say, hey, do you mind if my friends and I come over while you're out?
I bet she thought she'd get away with it.
I'm asking her.
I mean, if you want me to be completely honest here, you're right. I didn't think he would actually know, and I was so excited to show my friends where he lived. And
I mean, it sounds to me, Kurt, like Sydney realizes that she made a mistake, and she's really sorry about what she did.
It was just like everything was just thrown around, too. Like, she didn't even clean up after. There was just like...
Oh
my God.
It was just a disaster. I trashed
Really?
the house when I was done.
Well, she just figured that she would come back the next day and then clean it up then. Why bother?
I don't recall that part, and if that's true, I'm super horrified in every way right now. I mean, honestly, this seems unforgivable, but I really hope that you'll just take my word that I'm not a tool and that, like, I'm so sorry, and I hope we can give it a second chance is all I'm saying.
At least she's impressed by you, bro. She's trying to show off your pad to her friends.
Yeah, and with that being said, we want to send you out on another date. And we'll pay for it, Kurt, if you're willing to give Sydney one more chance.
Public pool.
I mean, to be fair, Kurt, I don't think she's like a gold digger. I don't think she's trying to use you.
I mean, it is hard to find a guy with a pool.
I know,
She literally used his pool.
But she liked you.
That's like the
But she
definition.
liked you for you before she knew about the pool.
Yeah, that was just a plus.
She seemed sincere when she told us about it.
Yeah. I mean, before you answer, just think about Sydney in her shirt and her no pants. Swimming around in your pool.
Okay,
Again,
that's
your
not
pool.
helpful.
Did that not help?
I don't have to think about it. I've seen the video already.
All right. Well, just visualize it and then let us know. What do you think? One more shot with Sydney on our bill.
I'm sorry. I don't think so. I feel like,
She blew it. She had a hot rich guy and she blew it.
I blew it.
Oh.
This is why you hook up the first night.
Hurry! Everybody swipe right on Kurt. Hurry! The one good Tinder guy.
the rest of you guys, you're all welcome to use the pool anytime you want.
Okay. Sorry, Sydney. Snooze, you lose.
Oh, man.
We've moved on.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
The girl on the phone to do a second date update today met the guy that she wants to call at the grocery store.
I never think that actually happens.
Oh, it happens. I actually got a phone number at the grocery store not that long ago.
That's awesome.
And I didn't even have to talk to the girl.
How does
I
that
was
work?
behind her in line at the checkout counter. And the checker asked her for her rewards card number. And as she gave her rewards card number to the checker, I took it down in my phone behind her.
Oh my God, that's so creepy.
So creepy, but it's effective, and it worked. I did try to text her later and got nothing in response, which I thought was very rude. But apparently, yeah, some guy came up to Chelsea in the grocery store and asked her for her number. Hey, Chelsea, how are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. So are you disappointed that he didn't do it like I did?
Yeah, that would have been surprisingly romantic.
Yeah, no
It
kidding,
is.
right?
Yep.
I think what's even more shocking about a guy asking you out on the grocery store is that you actually found him attractive.
Well, I know, right?
Yeah.
It was kind of amazing.
Why is that? Are all guys at grocery stores ugly or
No,
something?
just
go
like
shopping.
the likelihood of you getting asked out at a grocery store is going to be by like some 50-year-old divorced dad that's kind of creepy. Like that
Really?
it's actually someone.
Where do you shop? Because I see like single dudes in the grocery store all the time.
All ages.
Well, yeah, but anytime, I mean, I get hit on in the grocery store all the time, but chances are it's just not going to be someone I'm interested in.
Yeah.
Like a creep who's coming up to you talking about how to test melons or something. Like, you want to let you know how these melons are ripe?
Okay, that's not unlike the conversation that me and this guy had.
What?
Really?
He did not pull a melon line on you.
It wasn't about melons. He brought up avocados and how he was having issues with them.
Completely different than what I was saying. You're right.
He was like riding the struggle bus about avocados. He was standing there with like two avocados in his hands, like looking back and forth and like not knowing how to tell if they were ripe. And I helped him with it.
I will
Okay.
say,
So he didn't approach you going, hey, you know how to squeeze these things properly? You actually saw him having trouble and helped him out.
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. And when did you guys actually exchange numbers and stuff?
Well, I sort of helped him with avocados and we laughed a little bit and then I went away and kept grocery shopping. And then we ran into each other in a different part of the store. And he said something really like, I still don't know about avocados. Like, it was horribly done, but very endearing, because it was clear he just wanted to talk more. So I was like, oh, I could help you with that anytime. I'm a much better flirt than he is.
I don't know why this is turning me on, but it is.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So you had, it just sounds like an awkward exchange that you guys had.
It was like charmingly awkward.
Okay.
It was like, okay, we're obviously attracted to each other, but don't know each other well enough to say anything.
yeah.
So we'll talk about avocados.
Did he ask for your number then?
He did.
So tell us about your date when you guys actually went out, or was the whole date at the grocery store?
No, we just went on a coffee date. It was nice. He took me to this little, like, independent place I hadn't been before. And I thought it went really well. We had a lot of, like, easy-flowing conversation. We both have, like, a few different weird jobs. Like, he works as a professional dog walker.
Dude, those guys are impressive.
And I work as a clown.
What? You're a clown.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You currently work as a clown?
Yeah, I currently work as a clown. I mean, not, like, currently, like, this morning. I'm not dressed in clown clothes right now.
Oh, interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've never met a clown before.
Yeah.
Did he think that was really cool?
Yeah, he thought it was fun. I told him some, like, funny stories about things that the kids say, and he's told me, like, silly things that his dogs have done, and...
That sounds so boring.
Yeah.
I don't say.
It really does.
I love kids and dogs. I'm just saying.
I wish I could have been there for your conversation.
Yeah, it was great.
So you guys bonded over your jobs.
Yeah, our weird jobs.
Okay.
It was nice. It was really nice. And he was just, like, a good guy.
If everything went really well, why do you think he's not calling you back?
I'm not really sure. The only thing that I could really think of was that I said that I wasn't necessarily interested in getting married anytime soon. And I wonder if maybe he was like, that's like what he's on his mind, so we're just in different places.
How did you say it, though? Did you harp on it? Was the whole thing like, oh, God, and I'm not interested in getting married ever?
No. I wasn't like, my parents hate each other and left because they don't love me. I wasn't like weird about it. I was just like,
the reason I don't want to get married is because I had a bad example of love growing up.
right, yeah, like I wasn't like a crazy person. I was just like, I have a lot of things I want to do in my life before I settle down and get married.
Did he seem awkward after you said it?
At the time, I didn't think of him as being awkward, but looking back on it, I'm like, I said that, and then I don't know how he feels about it. Is that because he like quickly changed the subject or something? And I'm just not really exactly, I don't quite have a handle on it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it's too bad. You might be overthinking that a bit. How many times have you tried to get a hold of him?
Twice. I texted him the day after our date, and he texted me back and was just like, oh, I'm really busy this weekend. And then I texted him the next week, and he didn't text me back at all.
Okay, so you haven't heard anything from him since that second text?
Mm-mm.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings, second date update.
Call now to win a $1,000 cash crate.
1-866-MOVE-925.
Chelsea is on the phone with us, and today she wants to call a guy named Greg. They met at the grocery store, bonded over some avocados, ended up going out for coffee, and now he's not calling her back, and she has no idea why. Chelsea, I have a really good idea for you, actually.
What is it?
I say you don't do the second date update, okay?
What? Why?
I think a better idea is to go back to that grocery store every single day and wait by the avocados. Just like pull up a chair next to the avocados until he comes up to buy some and ask him to explain himself in person.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I could be holding 2 avocados and weeping over them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Everybody going into the store. Look, there's the sad avocado lady again.
Imagine his surprise when he walks up and sees you camped out by the avocados.
Yeah, guys love that.
He'll definitely go on another date with you then.
All right, well, never mind. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
All right, I'm about to dial the phone number right now. Any last thoughts before we get him on the phone?
No, I don't think so. I'm ready.
All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get your second date update.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Greg, please?
Speaking.
Hey, Greg, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Sorry, what's that?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, the radio show. How are you?
I'm okay. What's this about?
It's a segment we do on our show called the Second Date Update. Basically, if somebody goes out on a date and they get blown off, they email us and ask if we can get the other person on the phone to find out why. The girl that you went out with, her name is Chelsea.
Okay.
She told us a little bit about how you guys first met at the grocery store. She helped you with avocados, and then you asked for her number, and you guys went to coffee.
Yeah, that definitely happened.
Okay. Did you not like her? Because it sounds like from the tone of your voice right now, it sounds like you didn't really like Chelsea very much.
No. It's not that I didn't like her. Just a weird phone call to talk about the date.
Yeah, for sure. I get that. Can you tell us a little bit about it, though? She really wants to know why you're not calling her back.
I guess I could tell you guys about it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So she told us about your date and said that, in her opinion, everything went great, but she hasn't heard from you. Can you explain the date to me a little bit in your words?
Yeah, she was really nice, and the date was going really great until she basically just got a little weird. She said something, and I couldn't really shake it, and I feel bad, but yeah, it was just a little weird.
Was it about not wanting to get married anytime soon? Because she felt like that might be the issue.
Really? That's why she thought I didn't want to call her back?
Yeah, she thought maybe you were a guy that was like looking to find a wife right away or something, and that scared you off.
Oh my gosh. No, that was not what scared me away. I don't really even know how to say this. We were talking about our jobs and things that make us interesting, and I told her that I was a professional dog walker, and then she started saying things that made her interesting, and like, I work part-time as a clown. I work in the medical industry part-time. I'm a swinger, and I do calligraphy, and she kept going.
Slow down. What
Back
did
up
you
a little
say?
bit.
away.
No, that was my exact reaction. I was just so taken aback, and so I asked her. I was like, "Wait! You're talking about like swing dancing, right?" And she said, "No, you are thinking about the right thing." And then she just tried to keep going, and I could not drop it. It like completely changed.
Oh my God.
That's not something that you usually casually drop in a conversation. Like, yeah, I walk dogs and then I have sex with lots of people and then also...
She lumped it in with calligraphy, for God's sakes.
I couldn't even... I couldn't change the way I looked at her after that the rest of the date.
So you're not into dating swingers?
No. I mean, it's not something that I actively seek. I'm definitely looking for a long-term monogamous relationship, and... I mean, she just said it so casually, it didn't seem like a big deal to her. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Like, what if I take her home to my parents and she wants to sleep with my dad?
I guess I've never thought about that before, but I guess if you're dating a swinger, you bring her home, some fun things, interesting things could happen.
It weirded me out, and I mean, she's a sweet girl, and I feel bad, but I just couldn't drop it after that.
That's understandable, Greg. Greg, I also need to tell you something.
What's that?
Chelsea is actually on the other line listening right now.
What?
Yeah. Chelsea, are you there?
Yep.
Chelsea.
How's it going, Chelsea?
I guess I'm just like, why didn't you say anything? We could have talked about it. You could have asked me questions. I would have been like, no, I'm not a psychopath who's going to try and sleep with your father.
I didn't know what kind of questions to ask you about that. You just said it so casually and nonchalant. Like, I've just never met a swinger before, and it totally shocked me.
Okay, first of all, you've definitely met one before. They just didn't tell you about it.
That's a very good point, Chelsea.
Yeah. And second of all, never having met someone doesn't mean that they're bad. You know, there's...
I didn't think of it as bad. I don't think you're a bad person. It's just honestly not the lifestyle that I'm into, and I'm sorry I wasn't upfront with you about that at the date.
Chelsea, do you always bring it up in that manner on first dates?
Not necessarily, but at the same time, I think it's better than, like, bringing it on somebody after going out for a while where they have all these assumptions.
Yeah, like you
I'd
guys
rather get it out of the way in the beginning and be honest, and then that way, if they do freak out, then I haven't gotten, like...
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Until you guys are, like, a couple months in, you're like, okay, it's finally time to meet my friends. Oh, and by the way, you're going to have sex with all my friends, too.
Right. But again, you wouldn't have to, like...
It's just ignorance. I don't think any of us really understand the swinging lifestyle. I've never been a part of it. It's always interested me. I think it's really cool that you're willing to do that, but I don't know anything about it, so that's just what I assume.
I think what's surprising to me is that it didn't cross your mind that could be a potential reason why he's not calling you back.
Well, yeah, no, I guess it didn't, because he didn't really have a reaction to it. Like, I told him all that stuff, and he was like, oh, a clown, eh? Like...
That makes sense, then.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to focus on that, because it made me totally uncomfortable. I didn't know what to say about it. I appreciate the fact that you said it on the first date, and but I couldn't let it go.
I mean, I think that the thing is that it's more about options than anything else. It's about the fact that you're not like, we have to do this and you have to sleep with these people, but you're like, okay, well, do we want to be monogamous right now? Sure. Do we want to swing right now? Sure. Do you want to go on a date with someone else right now? Sure. Like 20 years from now, when you're bored with the sex with your current partner, that doesn't mean you have to break up. It means you have other options.
Greg, I'm going to ask you a question, and I'm going to beg you to say yes to this, okay? Would you like to go on a second date with Chelsea? I will pay for it.
Jubal's like, I want to be there.
You know what? Honestly, like, maybe I could be a little more open-minded, and
of course,
I would like to go on a second date. I would.
Awesome.
I'm really actually very surprised that you just said that.
Me too. Chelsea, are you cool with going out on another date with Greg? Maybe tell him a little bit more about your lifestyle so we can understand it more?
Sure, if only to help spread the gospel of consensual non-monogamy.
Consensual non-monogamy, I like that term.
It does have a nice ring to it.
All right, well, awesome. We'll send you guys out again.
Sweet.
All right, great.
I got this great restaurant you go to. You put your keys at the door in a bowl.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
For today's second date update, we got a dude named Gavin on the phone, and Gavin said he met the girl he wants to call today at a bros night at the club.
Oh, gosh.
You know, bros night.
Oh, man.
Bros night out.
Yeah.
You know, where dudes go out trolling for ladies, and it's never successful.
What?
And then you just end the bros night back at your buddy's house, drinking and complaining about how all the girls were ugly anyway. And lesbians, too. I mean, they didn't want to talk to us. Must be a bunch of ugly lesbians at the club tonight.
Only possible explanation.
That's all it could possibly be. But it sounds like Gavin actually met a girl at a bros night, which is impressive. What's up, Gavin?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Oh,
Pretty
Gavin.
good. How'd you do that? How'd you actually meet a girl while you were out with your buddies?
Oh, man, you guys can hate all you want, but me and my buddy Dave, we go rubbing and clubbing all the time.
Did you wait? Stop, Gavin. You did not just say rubbing and clubbing.
I did.
I don't even really know what that means. Do you rub first? Do you club first? What's happening?
Just use your imagination. It ain't clubbing without the rubbing, right?
Oh man,
I'm using
God.
my imagination, and your bros night just got a lot more interesting.
Dude, I feel like you're the guy that girls try to avoid when they go out to the club. I'm sorry, Gavin.
I'll tell you that you're right about that sometimes, but
I instantly like you better for that response, though.
yeah, I mean, nobody hits all the time, right? But
Right, okay.
you got to try.
All right, so it sounds like you didn't strike out this night. What's the girl's name that you want to call today?
Casey.
Ooh,
Casey.
say it like
Oh.
that. She must be sexy.
Oh, man, this girl was sexy. She was exactly what I was looking for. And, you know, you dress well. You know, I dress really nice, and I smell really good.
Okay,
and
yeah.
it's like my thing. It's like what I do, right?
What attracted you to Casey? She was the only female that looked in your general direction, or was it?
Well, I'm like a dancer, too, right? Like, I'm not a professional dancer. I don't have no training or nothing, but I go clubbing a lot, and I watch other people, and I go home and I practice.
Oh, good job. Okay.
Nice.
I can actually appreciate a man who enjoys dancing and isn't just trying to grind on somebody's leg.
I know you do. Ladies like the dancing.
Yeah.
And sometimes it helps with the grinding.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, even the rubbing.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
All right, so you impressed her with your dance moves? Threw a little stanky leg in her direction, and she was like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, I pressed her with, first she caught my eye, right? She had to catch my eye with her dance moves, and just, she was looking good, man. She was wearing this cute little thing, and she was just looking good. And so it's all about body language when you're rubbing and clubbing, right?
Okay.
And so you gotta the reason people strike out is, right, they just go up to somebody and they're like, hey, what's up? And they throw out some stupid line, but you can't do that, man. You gotta do the body language.
Oh.
You gotta get to know somebody. Like, I'm gonna make them notice me before I come up and say anything to them.
Okay.
Right. You stand across the dance floor, and you bite your lower lip, and you do like a hump gesture and point at them.
No, man, it's not like Night at the Roxbury. Like, you got to be smooth and you got to look like a nice guy and someone who's just having a good time, right? People are attracted to someone who's having a good time.
Right. You got to laugh a lot, talk to other people, be really loud.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then you just slowly move your way closer, and before you know, we was dancing together and we was vibing, having a good time, and then one thing led to another, and we have a couple drinks together and we chat, and we're back in my place.
Yeah. And what was that like?
It was amazing. I was super excited about it, popping out of my pants, and we're like,
Whoa, God, damn it.
I don't think you meant it like that.
I think he did.
Yeah. No.
I think rubbing and clubbing totally meant it like that.
I might have meant it like that.
Yeah, I told
Very,
you.
very, very excited that she was there. And did everything go according to plan? You guys hook up?
No. So I'm in my clubbing clothes. It's all looking nice, but it's a little restrictive. So I'm like, I'm going to go change into something a little restrictive, and I'm going to come back.
Okay.
And when I come back out, I don't know what happened, man. She's at the door, and I'm like, what's up? And she says, don't ever talk to me again, you disgusting pig. And then she leaves.
Whoa.
That's extreme.
Gavin, why'd you get called a pig? What'd you do?
I have no idea. I didn't do nothing. I went to change clothes, I come back, and she's ready to go.
Are you sure you don't have like a whiteboard in your house that has like number checks for every girl you've brought back home?
No, I keep that hidden away.
I don't know. I feel like I believe you still.
No, he's joking.
Is he?
Is there anything in your apartment at all that she could have saw that would make her call you a pig?
Listen, I don't have anything out in my apartment that any lady could see that could be offensive. So if I want to bring somebody home, I don't want them to run away. Like any like movies or whatever. Nothing.
You know, maybe when you said you wanted to get into something less restrictive, that for some reason she thought that wasn't what was on your mind when you guys went back to your house.
No, I promise you, she knew exactly what was happening because when I came back out, she had put her clothes back on.
Oh, okay. So she was already in the undressed state.
Mm-hmm.
Man, she even got dressed. Okay. And have you tried to reach out to her since?
I did. I tried texting her, but I'm pretty sure she blocked me.
Yeah. She said never talk to me again. She was, I think, serious.
That's why I need your help, man. This hookup never happened. It's the hookup that never was.
So wait,
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her and get your second date update and see if we can make the hookup that never was become the hookup that could be.
That sounds like a movie title or something. I love it. Let's do it.
Yeah, it's the sequel to Rubbing and Clubbing. So we'll do that right after this. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, Gavin, are you ready to make your phone call?
I'm ready.
Well, before we do that, Gavin, I need to slip into something a little more comfortable. Kind of like how you did on your date. So I know you can't see me right now because you're on the phone, but I've put on my leather shorts, my knee-high gym socks.
How is this more comfortable?
Of course, my pink Vicky's Secret bra. And my mask. I just put my mask on.
Oh, my God.
So I'm ready to hang out.
You gotta stop. You give me a hot and bothered.
What?
I'm sorry, I had to unzip the mouth on my mask there. Sorry, Gavin. It was
That took
probably
a
hard to
turn.
Oh, gross.
All right.
Don't push my buttons, man.
Yeah, I know. I know you're getting all excited. You're like, I don't want to call this girl for a second date. You just want to meet up with me now.
Yeah.
The reason why I bring that up is because Gavin met a girl named Casey at the club. They went back to his house. They were fooling around, and he was like, I'm going to go change my clothes, slip into something a little more comfortable. And then when he came out, she had put her clothes back on, called him a pig, and said she never wanted to talk to him, and then left.
You believe that?
Yeah, we do believe it. It's very believable, Gavin.
It's not believable. I'm not a pig. I don't know why she thinks that.
All right, well, we'll give her a call right now and see if we can figure it out for you, okay?
Yeah, man, good luck. This girl don't even answer her phone.
Yeah, okay. Here's the thing. I don't feel super great about calling this girl because she said she never wanted to talk to you again. Are you looking just for a hookup with her? Do you need some sort of what do you want out of this?
Absolutely. I just want to hook up.
But why would... There's like 1,000 girls you can go hook up with, Gavin. Why her?
Because if you saw her, you'd know.
Oh, okay.
And also because she walked away.
You're so close.
Right. Look, I had my mind set on it. That's all.
Well, okay. I will stop you from all the romantic talk, and we'll continue this.
Yeah, we'll see if we can make this love connection happen for you. All right, here we go. I'm going to dial the phone number.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Casey, please?
this is she. Who's this?
Hey, Casey, how are you? My name is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who are you calling from?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, I don't know you.
No, you don't, Casey.
All right, no, you don't.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we're meeting now. I'm calling you today, Casey, because one of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
Who? I don't understand what's happening.
Well, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out what happened. And you recently met a dude named Gavin while you're out at the club.
Oh my God. Oh.
Whoa.
It literally sounded like you just threw up in your mouth right now.
Yeah, because I did.
Gross.
Right. So Gavin told us a little bit about meeting you. He said he liked you a lot and he thought everything was going fine, but then you left his house and called him a pig and said you never wanted to talk to him again.
That's right.
Okay.
See, you can understand why, I don't know why he'd be confused though. Like, according to him, everything up until that moment was great.
I think he knows why.
No.
Well, we talked to him and he has no idea. Do you want to tell us?
The guy's a pig and he knows it.
He actually doesn't though.
Think about this, okay? So he's a pig and he's going to continue being a pig unless he knows why he's a pig, and he has no idea. So if you tell us, then we can tell him, and maybe he can change his ways and not be a pig anymore. You could help turn that pig into a beautiful butterfly.
Now, let's not go too far. right? Like, she threw up in her own mouth, for God's sakes. I think that may be a stretch.
I just know that he's a cheater.
Whoa.
How?
And how do you know that?
So I don't know what he told you, but we were having a good time. We were. And we were on his couch, and then he went into his room. And so I looked up, and I saw that he had, those Amazon Echoes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, I just met him, and, I got to take care of myself. And my girlfriends have told me that you could find out a lot about people from their Amazons, right?
I thought you were going to say he was cheating with Alexa, which would be terrible.
Wait. How do you find out stuff about somebody from their Alexa?
Well, you can grocery shop for groceries with your Amazon account. And so I asked Alexa, what's in your shopping list? And so he had a couple of like razor blades and shaving cream and cotton balls. And then it started getting into stuff like feminine hygiene products, secret deodorant, like CoverGirl makeup.
What?
Yeah, and he lives in a one-bedroom apartment, so this isn't a roommate. He's clearly living with a woman and must have been his girlfriend.
Oh my God,
or he's using that stuff for himself.
Tampons? Really?
No, Jubal.
They can be fun if you know how to use them correctly.
No,
okay? Don't
Dude.
ask me how I know that, but they can be.
Casey, you are like a genius sleuth, I feel like, right now.
I've got to take care of myself because there are a lot of guys out there who will just sleep around, and I'm not that kind of girl.
All right. Hey, I'm sorry. I gotta say something.
What?
Oh, sorry, Casey. That's Gavin. He's on the other line and wants to talk to you.
Hey, Casey.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you come in like that, Gavin. Really? Really? She just busted you, dude.
Yeah, but because I'm not worried because it's all the stuff's from my mom, man.
For your mom?
From my mom. I get free shipping.
So you say. Anyone can say that. I can. No. There's no way that can be your mom's. That's just bullshit because your mom wouldn't wear CoverGirl makeup.
My mom had me when she was a sophomore in high school. I got a young, hot mom.
What? What?
Oh, God. Now it's getting worse.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Hold
Sometimes
on.
people think she's my sister.
Gavin, that doesn't... You're not buying tampons for your mom. I don't even buy tampons for my mom.
Look, I understand you're upset right now, and that's okay. I forgive you, but I didn't do nothing wrong.
I forgive you.
What is there to forgive? You're the one.
You left me hanging.
Oh.
It was about to go down, and all of a sudden you call me a pig, so...
And you're a lying pig. I mean...
Look, I don't know what you've been through, that you're so distrusting, but I promise there's nothing going on.
Classic. He's trying to turn it back around on you, Casey, and make you the crazy one. Don't take it. Don't take the bait.
Yeah, no, I'm not the crazy one. You're the one who's buying tampons for your mom and CoverGirl makeup, right?
Yeah. Gavin, why are you buying all your mom's feminine hygiene products?
Because I love my mom.
No, you're a
but
liar.
it still sounds weird. Like, a lot of people like their moms or love their moms or whatever, but they don't usually buy them tampons and makeup.
She gives me a list, and I order this stuff.
Okay, wait, hold
I don't
on.
know what's so hard to understand.
Why doesn't she just, I don't know, maybe go to the grocery store or order it herself?
Because she would have to go to the grocery store to do it. She could just tell me what to do, and I get it. She don't understand computers and all that.
Wait, you have a hot young mom who doesn't understand computers. Now your story's really starting to unravel here, buddy.
Well, she grew up in the 80s.
When I left the other night, I was 100% sure you were a liar. But now I'm 120% sure you're a liar. And you've got this mama's boy complex.
Okay. All I'm saying is there's still time to salvage something out of this.
What?
We never had anything. Come on.
You are still not trying here, Gavin. Are you really?
I am. She's a beautiful woman.
At this point, I wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. Maybe your lies would work with somebody else at the club, but not me. I wasn't born yesterday. I thought you were just a run-of-the-mill cheater, but now... Oh, God. No, thanks.
Okay, well, in that case, Casey, I would love to ask you if you'll go out with Gavin on a second date. We will pay for it.
I have to go. Right now, I have to go to work. This is taking up a lot of my time. God, what a way to start the day.
Can you pick me up some tampons on your way back? No, I guess I'm not getting my tampons in. Unless Gavin, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Gavin, you're a dirty dog. I cannot believe you. You lied to us too, man.
How do you know I lied to you?
Because I'm not an idiot, Gavin.
I don't know.
Really? You're going to go buy tampons for your mom next,
If
Jose?
she asked me, of
no,
course
you
I
would not. That is such a lie. Even online, you guys wouldn't do that.
I might be lying to you, but you don't know that.
We can't prove it, so you know what, Gavin?
Sick, dude.
Casey, the girl that you called, doesn't listen to the show, but you do, so I trust you over her.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Thank you.
Brooke and Jubal in the
Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com. Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Everybody knows that every successful first date should start with a prank. You know?
What?
When you pick her up and you get to the restaurant, if there's some stairs, whoops, tripped you.
What? No,
Oh.
God.
And then before you sit down at the table, of course, you got to pull the chair out from underneath her before she sits down.
What hijinks?
Sure, you might break a couple bones, but at least she knows you've got a funny bone that is fully intact.
Uh-huh.
And that's what Travis did, I guess, on his first date. He tried to play a prank, and maybe it didn't work out well for him because he's not getting a call back. What's up, Travis? How are you?
Hey, guys.
Oh, my God. And you still think it's funny. Listen to you laugh.
I mean, hearing you introduce it that way, I was like, yeah, it is a good way to start a date.
So you agree with me?
Then send her to the hospital. Awesome. I mean, if she doesn't laugh at it, then she's not the one for you, right?
Now, the prank that you described in your email wasn't quite as good as the pranks that I described, but
No, it wasn't like a full contact prank.
Yeah.
But
Okay, that's good.
that's maybe where you went wrong.
maybe.
All right, so tell us about your prank before we get into the rest of the date.
So I picked her up, and I drove her to a Taco Bell drive-thru.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Like, you
and I was
made her
like-
think that that's where you guys were going to dinner?
Yes. I was like, oh, so we're here, pick whatever you want.
That's pretty funny. What's her name?
Heather.
And did she laugh?
It was a little chuckle, but, I don't think she thought it was as funny as I did.
I think you still think it's hilarious.
I can see that she didn't get it at first.
Yeah.
Well, wait, how did you guys meet?
Oh, I'm dating app.
Oh, yeah, so she probably didn't think it was a joke.
Yeah, she
I mean,
probably
that's
thought
the
it
thing. The bar is set so low. She's like, another one?
Is that like a realistic thing that would happen?
I feel like from the stories we hear of people who use Tinder and stuff, yeah, it definitely could be a real thing.
That she was pretty freaked out. So
Yeah.
All right.
I guess it makes sense.
So you did actually take her on a real date, though?
Yes.
All right. What'd you guys do?
Oh, we just went out for drinks and had a nice dinner. It was Italian stuff, and I don't know. It was really great. She's gorgeous, honestly. Like from her picture, I was super excited. So I got reservations at a nice place, and we had a good time. And I paid for everything. And I like to tip big whenever I'm on a date. And
What, to show off? To show that you, like, have enough money? Or just because...
yeah.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you break $100 bill?
And you, like,
Just to let her know.
hold it over towards her so that she can see how much you're writing down?
Again, I sort of made it out to be like a joke, but I actually, wanted to show her.
Where you made it out like a joke, so did you actually joke with her about the tip? Like,
Yeah, it's like, gotta take care of my people. They take care of me, just,
How much did you tip?
it was generous.
Well,
I think it was around like 60%.
whoa. So more
So
than
I guess
half
you
of the
came
bill.
through with the joke. Dang.
Well, I mean, I started off going the other way, so I had to kind of
Right.
I'll make up for
let her know.
That's probably only good if your waiter's a dude, though, because if she might think you're hitting on her, being like, I'm going to give her such a big tip. She's always going to remember me.
Yeah, there's a gray area.
Okay, well, was your waiter a dude?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
cool.
good.
All right.
So wait, were you the guy on the date? I mean, it sounds like you're kind of a jokester, right?
I like to think. I like to have fun.
Is it natural or is it pretty put on? Because maybe she got tired of it. I mean, maybe that's a reason why she wasn't calling you back.
Maybe. There's no, turning. There's no off switch.
There's no off switch with you. All right, always on. Okay.
You could have been, yeah.
How did the date end?
I mean, it wasn't the like entire outcome that I expected. I was kind of hoping, for a kiss or something, or invite me in, or I didn't get any of that.
Was there plans? I mean, did you make plans to see each other again?
I mean, I tried. I even called her as soon as she shut the door, but I couldn't really get.
You called her as soon as she shut the door? Were you attempting to be funny with that?
I just, just like, afterthought kind of thing. Kind of played it off that way, but I didn't really get a chance.
So wait,
to talk to her about it.
She didn't answer?
No.
Ooh.
Has she answered anything?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe she's playing a prank on you.
Yeah, prank. I don't
Yeah.
ever want to see you again.
I mean, if that's what she's doing, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it is.
I kind of
Except if
doubt
she
it.
never calls you back.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be good, but I mean, if she's really kind of that way, I respect it. I like her even more.
All right, well, we'll play a song and then come back and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
We've got a listener named Travis on the phone for a second date update right now, and he described his date as beautiful. That's the girl he wants to call today. Her name's Heather, but I was more interested in how Travis described himself. He said he's a dude without an off switch. He's just always on. And he even played a practical joke on his date when he picked her up. He took her by Taco Bell through the drive-thru and then was like, "This is dinner." And then he was like, "No, it's not." And then they went to a regular dinner, and he said they had a good time. He didn't get a kiss at the end of the night, and she hasn't answered any of his calls. But really, Travis, why are you so on all the time? Like, why don't you just ease off the gas a little bit once in a while?
I mean, that's just who I am, and women really respond to it.
Yeah,
really?
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, or they don't call you back. But yeah, I mean, that means I'm guessing that you've pulled this Taco Bell prank before with other women?
I mean, sometimes it's Wendy's.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You can never telegraph your jokes like that. You know what I'm saying?
So wait, does that mean you're doing it every time you take someone out on a date?
It depends. If it's like a dating app date, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The other ones that you meet in person, you got a different prank for them.
Depends on the situation, but yeah, usually.
Sometimes
Okay.
he's not driving, so he can't do it. I think it's what it really sounds like.
I'm just a master of surprise. It's who I am.
All right. Well, let's surprise Heather right now and call her and see if we can get you a second date, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Heather?
This is her.
Hey, Heather, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm well. Who are you again?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Okay. And what are you calling about?
Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email wanting to get a hold of you.
Can you hold on for a second? I'm on the toilet.
Sure.
That is maybe the most honest response
Yeah.
you've ever gotten to that information.
Okay, then.
Sorry for the bad timing.
Hello? Done yet?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, I'm good. So what's going on?
Well, I just want to make sure everything's cool over there.
Yeah, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
All right. One of our listeners sent us an email because you went on a date with them and now you won't call them back. So they thought maybe we could help figure out why.
Oh.
It's called the second date update. That's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up blowing them off, they can email us to get you on the phone and see if we can figure out what happened. You know, since you won't talk to them.
Is his name Travis?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is Travis.
Yeah.
Travis just doesn't quit, does he?
Kind of a kooky guy who's always on. That's how he described himself, at least.
I mean, I didn't see it as that, but maybe he would describe himself that way.
How would you see him then?
Oh my goodness. He was just sort of obnoxious and pretentious and a little bit like controlling. I don't know. He's
Pretentious
pretty
and
terrible.
pretentious and controlling. I didn't
And
get that from him.
Well, you weren't the one on the date with him like I was.
Yeah, not yet.
True.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't know. He sounded nice to me. We talked to him about your date, and he thought you guys had fun.
Oh my gosh, is he like delusional?
I mean, apparently he is, because honestly, when we asked him, like, well, why wouldn't she be calling you back? He was totally clueless.
Well, did he tell you about his precious car, his Tesla that he just got?
Oh,
No.
no, he's a Tesla guy.
He didn't tell you about it? Like, that's all he talked about the whole night.
Really? So is he just obsessed with his Tesla?
Yes, he wouldn't stop talking about it, showing me all the features and how cool it is. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, you got a new car. You know, you're excited about it. I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt at first because, you know, if I get a new car, I'd probably be happy about it too.
Yeah, and those are cool cars. Not a lot of people get to go in them.
Right. So it was nice to get to ride in one, I guess. Yeah. But then we get to the restaurant, and he's still just concerned about his car. Like, I was picking out things I wanted to order because he was asking me, well, what are you going to get? What do you think about getting? And at first I wanted the margarita pizza. Mm-hmm. And he was like, no, you'll get stuff all over your hands and it could get in my car. Why don't you get something where you can use a fork?
Don't get finger food. You may ruin the Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how I'm going to get food from the restaurant into your car. It's not like we're eating in your car, but...
That would make me want to order the margarita pizza then. I'd be like, oh, really?
Right?
Well, I'm going to order it.
Yeah, I almost did. Because then every suggestion I made after that, he kept, like, vetoing it. He didn't want me to get the lobster linguine because he was like, oh, that's really greasy.
Is where you're going to grease up the seats in his Tesla because you get some sort of greasy food?
Well, not just that, but he thought that the smell of the lobster would somehow get into the leather seats of his car and that his car would smell like lobster.
Does he think you're going to take a bath in lobster instead of just eating?
I don't know. I guess.
Oh, my God. And why is this guy even dating? It sounds like he's in love with his car and no one will ever match it.
Right? He didn't even want garlic bread. Like, he sent the garlic bread back because it was too buttery.
Oh, man. So basically, this dude should not be doing anything because it could possibly maybe ruin his Tesla.
Yeah, it was really weird and really controlling too. I'm like, you can't just tell me what I can eat and what I can't eat. Like, I was really put off, and I was like, I just want the date to be over at this point.
Would the date have gotten better if he let you order whatever you want and then called you an Uber so you didn't stink up his seats?
Oh, that would have been terrible too.
Look at you finding a solution to make everybody happy, Jubal.
All right, date's done. I'll meet you somewhere else. Just you got to get in an Uber. Can't drive my car anymore because you ordered the lobster.
All right, garlic breath.
It was literally the worst date ever.
Wow.
Ever? Wow.
Ever.
How is that possible?
Who's that?
Well, Heather, that's Travis. He's actually on the other line listening and apparently couldn't wait to talk to you.
Oh, my God. He heard the whole thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard everything.
Well, I guess now you know why I haven't called you back.
Yeah.
Heather, I'll have you know that the Tesla, it's the most technologically advanced car that's even being made. Like,
oh my God.
People wait for years to get their Tesla. Like, they pre-order them.
Yeah, but
like,
why?
Yeah, I get that, but like, why do you have to control what I eat? Because you're that concerned.
I mean, it's not just that I was controlling what you eat. I was controlling what I eat too. And like any of the food.
That doesn't make it better.
Greasy things, chocolate, no coffee, nothing that can make some kind of stain does not get to go in my Tesla.
Oh my God,
Travis. So you don't bring the food into the car, but you could eat it in a restaurant.
You got to really wash up good, you know?
Travis, are you listening to what she's saying? I mean, at first you went from like the guy who can't stop bragging about his car, and then you went to the guy who's like weirdly controlling about his vehicle.
Honestly, you sound like someone that doesn't own a $120,000 car.
You're very right.
When you have a Toyota Corolla, you're not complaining about people eating it. But, you know, when you have a beautiful Tesla like I do, it's a different story.
I mean,
you're crazy. You made me wash my hands twice to make sure that I was clean enough to enter your car.
I mean, listen, I picked you up. I paid for everything. I tipped pretty generously, and I think, you know, using a couple wet naps before and after dinner, like, that's not a big ask.
So wait, you're saying that she owes you the hand washing because you paid for everything?
Did I mention my car cost $120,000?
What? No, I don't think you said that, Travis.
That's like a beach cottage.
Yeah.
I guess. I guess that would be like a beach cottage somewhere, or a mansion in Detroit. I don't know. That's a lot of money, though. I agree, but
it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're gonna have a lot of people that want to ride in your car if they can't do anything.
I mean, it's simple. You just, you know, you clean up. You don't make sure nothing smells. Make sure you didn't eat anything that smells.
Travis,
you wash your hand. I mean, it's a very expensive car.
Yeah, we got that, dude. Not only are you not going to want to have people ride it, you're not going to have anyone that wants to date you because that's all you talk about is how much money you paid for a damn car.
It's not a matter of money. It's a matter of respect.
Oh.
And if you respected me or this beautiful machine, you wouldn't bring your filthy hands in there. That's all.
Filthy hands? Travis, you made me eat a salad. Like with a fork, light dressing. There's no way I was getting anything filthy into your car. You're just being super paranoid and crazy.
Well, vinaigrette is pretty tough to get out. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Oh, my God.
Well,
Don't drop it. There's not one apology from Travis.
Heather, would you like to go out with Travis again on a second date?
No.
No?
Absolutely
Okay,
not.
that
Are you
was
sure?
quick.
Because we'll pay for it.
I'm positive. No, please. Don't waste your money.
Sorry, Travis. No second date.
Yeah.
Listen, Heather, this is your loss. I liked you. I had them call you. I called the radio and had them get in touch with you because I really wanted to hear from you again. But you know what? You blew it because you could have had a chance to ride my car anytime you want.
Whoa.
The ship has sailed on that.
You know what? I think I'm going to be just fine not riding your Tesla again. I think that's all cleared up. And thank you guys for actually having me on the radio so that he knows now why I'm not going to call him back and he could stop trying.
Okay, well, stay strong. Don't have any regrets.
Hey, maybe I'll see you at the bus stop, loser.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Texted at 78592 says, I wonder if that guy farts in his car or he stops and gets out every time he has to fart. And that is a good question.
Very good.
It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning talking about today's second date update. This dude, Travis, wanted to call a girl named Heather. They went out on a date and he didn't get a kiss at the end of the night or anything. He was wondering why she wasn't calling back. Well, we got her on the phone and found out she wasn't calling back because when they went to eat, he wouldn't let her order. Well, he told her not to order anything really on the menu other than like a salad because he didn't want her getting her hands greasy or smelling like lobster or anything else that could potentially ruin the new Tesla that he got.
I mean, is it possible to transfer a smell of lobster linguine into a car if you don't actually have the food in the car?
I don't think so, but he wasn't taking that risk.
I guess so.
Anyway, she said she didn't want to go out with him again because he's ridiculous about his car. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back. Hopefully giving away another trip to Vegas with Vegas Heartbreak or Heart Attack at 8:10.
Move at 92.5.